Hello class, today we're going to be learning about emergency preparedness, specifically the emergencies that are common to Colorado, which are tornadoes, flash floods, avalanches, blizzards, and wildfires. So, what are tornadoes? So tornadoes are a narrow, violently rotating column of air that extends from a thunderstorm to the ground, and they are caused by severe thunderstorms and warm, moist, unstable air instead of it had a cold front. So that is a tornado. Flash floods are caused by heavy or excessive rainfall. They're characterized by raging and strong water, and they can occur within minutes or a few hours of excessive rainfall. So they can occur very quickly or even a few hours after the rainfall has happened. Avalanches are a large mass of snow and other materials suddenly and quickly tumbling down a mountain. They're caused by a steep slope, a snow cover, a weak layer in the snow cover, and a trigger. Triggers can include wind, rain, warming temperatures, other snow, and earthquakes. If you've ever seen an avalanche video, it looks like that the snow is just quickly going down the slope, and when you get caught under it, it is actually very, very dangerous, and it's rock solid, and you can't get out. Snow is being powdery. Well, avalanche snow is actually very, very hard to get out of. Blizzards include low temperatures, wind speeds greater than 35 miles per hour, and a large amount of falling or blowing snow that can lower visibility for a minimum of 3 hours. And it can be caused by warm air rising over cold air, forming a front and precipitation. So, since it lowers visibility, you do not want to be driving or on the road at any time during this. Wildfires. Wildfires are an uncontrolled fire that happens in a rural or sparsely populated area, and they can be caused by lightning, humans, heat waves, or drought. Boulder actually really had a bad wildfire recently, and a lot of homes were lost, and so that is what a wildfire can do. It can destroy a lot of things in its path. So this is what tornadoes look like. As you can see, it's if you ever think of tornadoes, just think of what's the word? Oh, the Wizard of Oz, when she gets sucked up when she's in Kansas, and then they get touched down in the Wizard of Oz, and she's like Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. That was a tornado. And then as you can see right here, that's kind of what a tornado looks like when it's moving, and this is the aftermath of a tornado, and then this is just a picture of a tornado moving in its path. So to be prepared for a tornado, you need to find a safe place without windows because, again, they can create a lot of damage. And as you saw on the previous slide, it can break windows and destroy houses. So you need to find places away from windows. You need to plan exits from your house just in case it does hit your house or get close to it. Create a meeting location and emergency contacts just in case you do get lost from your friends or family. Have a first aid kit with you. Make a list of important information like medications and insurance information that you have or that your parents have, and create an emergency supply kit. This is what a flash flood looks like. As you can see, it's all the way up to the speed limit sign, so waters can go very, very high. These are cars trying to drive through a flash flood, which isn't very smart, but as you can see, back here there isn't any water, and right here there is. So it can accumulate very, very quickly. So to be prepared for a flash flood, have a plan in place with your family before evacuation order. Move immediately to higher ground. You can listen to the TV or radio for weather updates. Avoid walking or driving in the floodwaters. Disconnect all electrical appliances so that way you don't short out your electricity. Again, have a first aid kit, a meeting location if you get lost from your family, and a list of your important information. This is what avalanche looks like. As I explained earlier, it looks very, very fast when it's rolling down the hill, and so that's kind of what it looks like, just like a cloud of snow. Over here, and again, another cloud of snow. So that's kind of what it looks like. To be prepared in an avalanche, be aware of your environment and where you are, which mountains you're on, and things like that. Again, have a first aid kit. If you're in a group, have walkie-talkies, so if you do get lost from each other, you can communicate with each other. An avalanche probe and an avalanche beacon. Practice with your equipment before going out on the mountain. Again, have a meeting location and a list of important information. This is what a blizzard looks like. If you live in Colorado, you've seen not quite blizzard conditions, but a lot of snow. So a blizzard is just more snow. As you can see, this car is buried. Um, you can never see the road. So blizzard conditions are very scary, especially in Colorado since we do get a lot of snow. So to be prepared for a blizzard, you can stay indoors and stay warm because temperatures will drop. Have a battery radio, a first aid kit, again, a list of important information or emergency contacts. Stay dry and avoid driving because, again, temperatures will drop, and so that means electricity will most likely go out. So it's very, very important for you to stay indoors and stay warm and stay dry and like with your family or friends or whoever you're with. This is what wildfires look like. Everybody knows what a fire looks like, but like I said, Boulder just had one recently last summer. So again, a fire can destroy everything in its path, and it's not a fun time, and so it destroys a lot of things. So again, this is what fires look like, and it's devastating fires. So to be prepared for a wildfire, keep your car keys with you. Put important documents inside your car if you do have to evacuate. Have pet carriers or trailers ready. Again, a first aid kit. Close all windows and doors in your house so that way the smoke can't get in. If you have to evacuate because that's the safest thing you need to do. Stay together with your family, friends, whoever you're with. And again, keep a list of important info or emergency contacts just in case you do get lost or need help or anything like that. So there were a few key items that were mentioned in every single slide to be prepared, and those are first aid kits, meeting locations, list of important info, and emergency contacts, staying together, and making sure your pets are safe. So these are, I think, the most important things you can remember when you are trying to prepare for an emergency. Again, it depends on the emergency, but like I said, these were mentioned in every single slide. So I think that these are the most important things you need to remember. So, like I said, every single slide had a first aid kit. So, what exactly goes in a first aid kit? There can be compress and adhesive bandages, hoss tape, ointments and wipes, gauze pad, thermometers, masks, aspirin, blankets, tweezers, and important medication. There can also be gloves. There can be like medical tape, and things like that. There can be like alcohol wipes, anything that you might need to treat or clean a wound. Um, these are some examples of what goes in first aid kits. See, here's some tweezers and some band-aids. This one has scissors. This is an example of a adhesive bandage right here. And so a lot of things. Here's an example of some gloves. Here's some medical tape. So like I said, a lot of things go into first aid kits, and so it's always good to have one on you and to be prepared when a specific natural disaster comes and happens to you. So I hope you learned a lot.